Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza, where in the last video we left off mostly just going in and getting all the burst switches in this feast layer. What can I say? This is probably one of the bigger layers we've seen in a while. Definitely feels like it'll take a long time to fully explore all that. Yes, for starters, let's grab this while we're here. Another secret that requires us to spend money on it. So yeah, instead of seeing to open that, we had to pay someone to open that. Kind of annoying that their attack can stop us from hitting them. Alright. Muck on brain, huh? That's what you think of all that? Alright then. Can you? Let's keep going then. Alright, so now we get to fly for a bit, I guess. Oof, we barely made it to the second part in time. Well, that gives us a chance to hit this enemy over here. Alright. We can just fly over all that. I don't see why they would put the enemy in our way except to maybe give us some points. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were almost about to complete this, and now we did. Ah, here's Void, right at the last second. Why not? Can't be. All those fools failed me. Then they're all fired. Every last one. Well, they already quit. Who cares? The plan hasn't changed. Just decor first, and the vanadium root will be mine. Wow, he just put a key right in front of our face. He's gonna stab it into this burger. That's probably our next boss. Once I put the final piece in place at the core, the stage will be set. By the way, it's possible we might already be at the final part. I don't know yet. Still have yet to grab that hidden banana, though. We kind of just led to that. A retail right up here, I see. No. Alright. Okay, well, we're gonna stick with what we've been doing already. I think the plan hasn't changed. I want to have as much HP for VoidCon as I can. That time there was nothing to grab already, so it matters. Oh, we didn't build a getaway here yet. Let's build that. Okay.
Hey, DK, are you awake? Did you notice how ostriches are even faster than zebras when they run? Wait, is it rude to point that out? Forget I said anything. They're both fast.
I'm faster as a zebra, you know, Pauline. So that isn't really a correct statement. Unless you're considering the realistic part, at which point ostriches are just slightly faster, but only in real life. I'll have you know. Anyway, I'm not about to waste any more time here. Let's go right back. We got as much as we could in terms of bananas here. I think we got an okay amount. Definitely got all we wanted to get before the bosses. So I think now we're gonna climb up. Banner is back on the menu and stacked as high as they come. How do you know what's got us feeling as well as we can go? Rude guest stuck a weird steak thing right at the top. Now there's hard purple stuff on our burger. Let's take a bite of that. There must be some way to get that steak out of there. Assuming we can't just climb up everything. Yeah, I'm assuming we can't just do nothing. Good appetite. Say me, Mike. That's as tall as two con elders stacked on top of each other. Heady up and party on. We could also date for the whole thing, I guess. But this is the easiest way to get through. There we go. You reached the 120 mark. The zebra's cooling tower is about this tall, too. Higher heights, bigger bites. I see what makes it tricky. It's uneven, so you can't just easily climb it right away. Alright. Who would want a getaway all the way in the middle of here? I don't know. I guess it's convenient. It gives us a teleporter to just jump off instead. Good job getting to the top. We're about 200 meters up. A great view for a bird so tall. Only a giant could eat it all. Alright. Does he say something? Run to the farewell. This is where we sweat the food and make sure it's ready to ship out. Apparently a guest dropped his key when he flew through here. Wish it was easier for me to retrieve it for him. What do you say? Hard metal jammed up the fair, so we think it might be coming from this device. When it's working again, you could get to top from that platform over there.
I knew you could do it, DK!
Okay, they don't make it super easy. We have to actually go up here or else it just gets stuck. That's how they trick you, I guess. Well, getting to that key was surprisingly simple. About getting all the stuff on this area. We do need to smash a certain amount of salt. Should probably start doing that. It's at 10 million already. Okay. Yeah, that's right, I got the key. Open it.
If this thing's here, then so is Bull.
Alright. I figured this was just the first sub-layer on this. These worlds never end easily. Once again, we have to go through yet another sub-layer and explore that, too. Okay, well, we got an hour health before the final boss. There's only one more to get before we're completely maxed out. Probably won't need the fully maxed out health, but getting up to that point, I feel like, helped out a lot. So those boxes are probably how you collect most of the other stuff, I see. Let's start moving around fast. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, doesn't matter. We end up having to use it anyway. There's the one time I try to use it, it just immediately forces me into a battle zone instead. And it's bucks again, so we have to just use our... But this time we don't even have anything to use here. Oh, we have to dig under, probably. Yeah, then hit them. Trying to hit him directly. There we go. It was tricky until I figured out you probably need to dig for that. Not sure which Bananza was faster. Probably easiest to just dig under as DK, and that would work just fine. Alright. I will say, the DLC looks really cool, by the way. I guess I should have mentioned, people are probably going to start talking about it a lot in my other videos, but yes, I do plan on doing the DLC, but only after I've 100%ed the main game, thank you. Don't want to brought on my hand. I guess it'll be fun. To be fair, this game got DLC surprisingly fast. Usually Nintendo's really slow at putting DLC out, so I'm kind of surprised. It's not only out for 2 months, this game, and they already put out DLC for it to extend the life of this game. It's like they know everyone's playing it right now, so they got DLC to extend its life even further. All the while, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to ask about it again, but yeah, Mario Kart World still hasn't gotten its DLC yet. If it does appear again, we'll probably play through that. Maybe that will allow us to get all the stickers. Maybe we'll be able to get it naturally through that. Anyways, oh, hello. So now we need these dudes to clear the way, clearly. So their lava can clear the way for us. We're not about ready to get hit by that, though. This already stole most of our salt. Salt, where? Keep our salt tightly packed and full. That way, when you run out of salt, all you do is press R to smack out the ground to pour off some more. Under the floor, restore seasoning. Easy access. That's our reasoning. Yeah, the muck is creepy already into every corner. Even worse, creatures in the muck are spitting acid that can melt the grates in the floor. We advise you to be very careful. But we can't even use this. So we need to use... That's actually our hint, I think. I think we need to use this to even attempt to defeat them. 2 records at the same time. Remember when finding these was hard? It still is, I guess. Yeah, it still is, technically. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. So yeah, that guy basically gave us a hint that we have to let the enemies melt the grate for us in order to get through here. What about this? Ooh. I like that. Being able to use R to slap the ground to get more. Well, that was an item that we probably need, because we haven't gotten any of those since the last time we've seen that. That, I believe, is the item that gives us free Bananza, regardless of our energy costs that we use. Let's just go up here. Mostly moving more of the muck to get smashing stats for it, which means just basically eradicate it normally. Snake. Snake we need. Another snake challenge. Waves of walls. James, we're gonna have to do a lot of jumping. That means we have to use our slow down option. Ooh. So we pretty much have to stand slow motion on all of these, as well as jump over that. I think more this, actually, than the other stuff. Wait, we can just rise up on this to get a secret. Just in rolls to slightly go faster. How far does this go back? Pretty far, actually. Honestly, when there's any part where I have to go slow motion, it gets kind of hard for me to do, and also remember the pattern at the same time. Oh, we can hide here. Just as I thought, another wall has to be as... There we go. Bouncing tall off a wall to get that banana. Alright. That was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun puzzle towards the end once we learned how to do that more properly. And somehow, we didn't even lose our extra health. I know we took a little bit of damage, yet we just regained our health all the same. Probably because of our new mode we got. Remember what I mentioned about Bonanza energy recovering health? Well, that came in handy there. We didn't actually take any full damage because we had shelf to restore there as long as we're in that mode. Such a shame. What kind of factory employee are we if we can't perform maintenance in a crisis? Spreading out that buck's been spreading ever since a certain guest clogged up the pit by our lily bay, but we're too scared to get any closer. Yeah, we saw a void just now. Employee guidelines. Maintain your energy. Smile, be understanding and cooperative. Though you regenerate, take care not to overexert yourself. When in doubt, dance in place. Honestly, it's kind of tricky to get those items now. Those icons are starting to get rarer and rarer by the minute. They're also infinite, so it's like we can get more of them, always. I find it quite annoying that we have to rely on the enemies to actually even progress on and also get our fossils, because it adds in a little bit of randomness to the point where they might hit us or they miss entirely. Safe to say we probably just want to get out of this area as fast as possible. Oh, now we can start removing the muck. Record that didn't fall in. A record that did not fall in. We need this to get across there. Somehow that was barely enough to get that. We are like so close to the end. Yeah, hang on, I need to get this over here. Alright, whatever, we're just a little bit off of getting that. Forgot we could also Earth Surf, though we haven't done it in a while since we haven't used it a lot in this area. What's the focus right now is clearing all this muck out. Failing when we decide that our vet just starts missing all the time. What? It's weird. Okay, that works. I just wanted to get that out before I talk to these people. Time to build a getaway. Perfect time. We'll just go ahead and sleep right now. While we still can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Back up to 2.5 minutes. Or our extra hearts again. There's probably something else at the end of this image. try and hit this with my head. There we go. So what, just a tad bit off there? Like a tiny little bit of damage there. But we could also replenish it whenever we go into Bonanza Farm. Okay, that cleared the outside out, but nothing else happened. Now what? Saga the third term, verse 27. Our first hamburger was a tour de force of taste. Tours received one from the factory, which was also delight. We had not expected a trip through the cat scratch kitten to be so enjoyable. To return with a friend to share the experience with them. This must be where it is. Alright. What are we gonna even use here? Elephant? Maybe a mix of both? I have no clue. If they're thinking what I'm thinking, we might have to use the elephant bonanza on this guy. Mukti Muck. Okay, somewhat original name, I guess. As its minions around are also causing chaos here. Okay, we'll get this done a lot faster if we use elephant. Didn't expect it to land right on top of me. Yeah, I'm trying to move. Can't really do it with all these minions around. As per usual, any battle with minions is usually gonna be harder. Okay. That's only his first farm now. He's gotta have another. I didn't see any extra options. This is probably one they really, really want us to do with just DK. Even there's not much to refill our stuff after we're done. We've gotten so many discs already. You don't have to tell me twice, Pauline, you know. I know how to move, but just trying to figure out stuff. Alright. There's still a disc here we can collect. I don't see much faster way to take out this us and then just getting a bunch of stuff from our truck and then truck Chunky over and over again and hoping for the best. That counted as enemies, by the way. I could have sworn that was clean of gunk. I could see how this battle could get complicated. It's not gonna, especially if he's not gonna stop moving. Still moving. This last is being annoying because he just doesn't stop moving. Again. He's still not moving. Alright, time to heal. Okay, that is not a fast heal, I just realized. It'll only get better as we go on, I guess. Okay, Elephant helped a bit at the end, but other than that, we were mostly in the dark. Trickier fight so far, but not as hard as the other dude who almost took us out twice over. It's mainly because he just did so much damage. This one did more annoyance over time, just like wants to cover up the arena, so we eventually just take damage if we take too long. Dude, we're still getting records from this. Dude, we might be able to abuse this. Maybe at 100% we should redo this boss and just kill enemies here. That seems to be a good way to get records as well. Alright. Got done with this layer. So this basically replaces the idea we were supposed to get before because we didn't get a chance to do that because we were just swelled right to the record, the disco layer when we first did this. Okay, there's only one other thing I could really buy here, honestly. Yeah, that's maybe one of these new ones. But the other one's better. Oh wait, this is the alternative to this. Really doesn't give us anything different. But it's also the exact same stats, so I guess hey, we could, oh wait, maybe this isn't the same stats. So we have Feast of Fail for health. Oh, this is still, yeah, so it's still the same, just different look. Slightly. That's the only thing I found that I could use. I just realized that was not much of a health restoration at all. We'd have to use that for the entire area to get a health restore enough to actually heal up all the way. Maybe we just didn't notice it before because we never took much damage to begin with. Either way, I guess it helped a little bit.
This area feels different. Are we coming up on the planet core? Oh, I'm getting nervous.
Exactly. Me too. I think close to the end, finally.
Ready for this, DK?
Right now, it seems they're not finding anything. Just random tunnels with nothing. Not even a single vanadium out there. Just finding all of the other secrets.
Look at that golden light. The vanadium route has to be up ahead.
Let's just get as much as we can here.
Let's do this, DK.
If we just hold this down and get as much stuff as we can as we go along, yeah, we should probably get a good amount. Yeah, we nearly got 1k gold just from holding down the button. And it could have been better yet. We just did it that way just so we wouldn't have to worry about moving. Forbidden layer. So, is this the final layer then? Since we're so far, we may as well look at the big teleporter thing whenever we come back. Alright. Scrubbed out mucky muck. We never really got this. Wish I had had that for the previous boss battle, but yeah, anyways, I'm grabbing that now because that's probably one I want to get when we start going for the other stuff. I did say I would try to unlock all the skills early, but I changed my mind when the game got really tough on us, so we changed to just getting So we've changed to basically just getting banana stuff instead. And, well, obviously getting as much health as we can, because being like this, especially, do you want to have as much health as possible before the final battle, just to make sure you can win. This is probably some kind of tricky puzzle we could do. I'm surprised we're even going up this high. Trying. Get up here. Somehow we climbed up all the way here, yet there's no banana up here. Time to pound the train in my anger. Get some gold. Alright, enough fooling around. Let's just dive in. What the? Secret banana already. I see, that was a trap. Do not enter, Daps. Ew. So, yeah, I figured this wouldn't be all the way to the end yet, but... Okay, we are probably... I think this is the planet. But what about the vanadium root itself? Oh, do you come up as well? We're glad to see some friendly faces. Something strange about this race. The track tones here don't seem like us. But the other of us at the top and you'll see what we mean. Alright, this is what I was looking for. I wanted to see if it's confirmed that we are close to the core. And yeah, we basically are at it. We're as close to the core as we can get safely, which means we have done the last level, basically. So I like how this level was supposed to lead to here directly, but instead we got kidnapped and taken here, which is why that side is. But yeah, we've been through all the levels now. And we can also look at the collection of each individual layer, too. Right now we have 650, still over 300 bananas to go, and still hundreds of fossils to go. And smashing stats, I don't know how far we're supposed to get with that. Or if that's even a thing we need to do, but that's a thing we could do as well. Anyways. Well, as like before, we probably want to do all the secret levels here first. Just to see what we can do near the end of the game. But, next video, we're probably finishing the game. Just to get out of the way. We might even end the video early. Okay, so this kind of hinted at what the secret needs to be. I see. So, wait a minute. I found a secret. Sort of. Okay, it gave us bad items, unfortunately. I like all the different transformations you can use. It really does allow for a lot more discoveries that way. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, Zero works, but Snake with its slowdown could technically have worked there as well to more easily get that done. Keep in mind, some of these secrets expect you to be running with just normal Donkey Kong. I don't trust that. Wait, there's certain spots that do not slip. I think you're supposed to stand on those, actually. Oh. That was weird. That should not have happened, by the way. That was the biggest save of the game so far. What I was gonna do is grab onto that thing afterwards and then get through here later. But, the game decided to save us anyways. I forgot we could even charge while still in the air. I forgot we picked up that upgrade from earlier, which helped us out there. Okay, trying to use the Zebra now to go faster. Okay. Perfect. We're getting all the Bananzas now. Oh, swirl, man. Yeah, exactly. What an adventure that was. Alright, not gonna break for all this yet. Don't know what's exactly hiding in it. Well, he just says get out. You shouldn't have come. What do you say? He just says get out. The place is off limits. Well, unless you pay 2,000. Oh, this is their way of showing stuff? Holiness? So, this is the one mechanic you need to use?
So, how does this work?
What? Yeah, how exactly does that work, I wonder? Tells us to... Oh, it's a... Oh, that means we should probably be collecting chunks. So that's our hint as to how we get through this. I see. Keep in mind, it is possible for you to skip gold collections as well. Do not push that blockade. Sealed for a reason. Some reckless fool flew past it without hesitation. Get away, get out. You shouldn't be down here. Oh, they're making us pay a lot of money. They expect you to have grinded at least a little bit. This was already a lot to get. So I wonder how much tedious it's gonna be now. I guess it requires 10k or so. So maybe grinding kind of hurt us here. Gone into theirs. If you don't leave, you must pay or choose your goal. With enough gold, we'll give you a power to construct through zone. If it's those zones, friend checks will create tariffs. We navigate through many ash-bashing measures as possible. Take the hint, leave. I'm a little worried, actually. We saw that the number was 7,000. We might need more, actually. Yeah, this whole layer is restricted. Alright, I'm gonna save my money, because there's still the other dude there. Right now, we want to focus on getting to the end right now. Alright. We need to know. Oh, now I know. So yeah, this is basically the root set of people that don't really care about us. I guess this is where you want to go back and grind a bit to get stuff. Oh, interesting. As long as that's not thrown that way, we don't get the lava. Nice. Alright, this is what I feel about this layer being so annoying. We're gonna just punch everything around. Wow, they really don't want to give us any gold. I assume it's probably it's for a reason. Finally. It took forever just to find a little bit of gold. Well, we saw Feast Rayer had something interesting. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to actually work back after all. So this layer is like the trap layer. Basically, if you come here and you don't have enough money, you cannot necessarily finish the game unless you grind. And also, that is required to finish the game. Unless you can find a skip for that. So now we get to actually carry ourselves back to another layer. We might change the setup of this episode, because I do want to get to the end of this. So that means we're going to be grinding here for a bit. Not sure if finding gold or if finding the other stuff is better yet, but we'll try our best. So now we get to do this for a few minutes, because we need enough gold for this. So this is how you grind for both gold and chest at the same time, basically. Because chests are how you get most of your money, and this power-up is what you use to quickly get stuff. Now, whenever you want to just get more and not waste time when you're starting to run out of terrain, you can just reset the terrain and go again. But yeah, so I guess I should mention what I mean. I'm not sure what to do with this grind setup right now. I did promise, though, that I would not normally cut out anything, and so to stay true of my word, I'm actually gonna delay this video setup. And what I mean by that, I mean by we're just gonna actually not end this video. We're getting close to the end, but we're gonna not end it because we need to get 99 gold first. Make sure that's out of the way. The only way I know of really doing that is to just keep smashing the terrain over and over again, just doing the same ones and hope that we get lucky with gold and just kind of grab stuff as we go. Honestly, if we knew where to find big chunks of gold, we could make this go a little bit faster, but yeah, this is how you grind stuff. Get used to seeing this in the late game too, because this is what we must do. And this mode is the fastest by far to get stuff done. I just hope these guys will appreciate that we're not get angry at us for destroying their lair entirely, but then again, what can you do? Might actually have better luck on a different layer. Yeah, I don't really see anything good. Actually, we could maybe get better luck towards the start of this area. The rival gate, maybe. Yeah, rival gate has some build we can pick up. This is basically what we have to do to grind our gold up. Right. Okay. Gonna keep doing this for a bit. Honestly, I will say that is definitely the trolliest mechanic they needed to include. I know they were going to add something at least once, but like having to pay that much gold just to get to the end of the game. Imagine if people weren't even planning on grinding that much gold, and then you get to that point and it's like, oh, son, things are different, and now we have to go back because we cannot grind this otherwise. Okay, well, we're at near the bottom. Maybe this will help us out a bit. Maybe this is better, because we can get more of the terrain cleared out. We use charge because this is our best way to quickly destroy terrain. That's our only way to efficiently do it right now, otherwise. Okay, let's keep doing this. Dude, we've done so much grinding, we've already found rare fossil map, let alone regular ones. This same area. Hope you guys don't get annoyed by hearing the same sound over and over again, but to be fair, the next episode will be very much worth it, but yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys are not shocked by a longer video, because, like I said, I don't like, cutting out stuff. Alright, I am going to do this, though, to make sure the thing is set up, so... Obviously, I mentioned that you could do that setup to grind, but there is another strategy you can use to make this faster. Once you start to run out of terrain, you can basically go to here and press reset terrain. And when you reset the terrain, you'll restart from your reset and save point if you have any, but it usually auto-saves very quickly. Now everything's back, but we still have the same amount of gold. Now we can destroy this again, then we can go back to the underground again, and then we can start destroying all the terrain again like nothing ever changed. And we'll still have all the fossil parts from earlier. Alright, now we're back on back underneath again. Elephant could probably work just as well too, but I feel like it's a little bit slower in most cases, and this one can just destroy things immediately. I think the big thing we want mainly is chests with gold in them, specifically. So if we had the treasure tie-up, then this would be faster. I feel like, honestly, if you're gonna do a speedrun of this, make sure you get a lot of the fossils in the first area early, just so you can get this treasure tie upgraded. Then you'll be able to find even more treasures faster. Once you get that, gold will just be coming all over. It'll be very easy to find that. Dude, we've gotten so many maps already. We're probably gonna be done with all the map stuff by the time we're done with this. And surprisingly, we're only about now to hit the hour mark on my video, and we're only now getting close to the end of this grind. I only wish this would be slightly faster, but then again, I say, those frat tones are extremely mean and extremely rude for making us pay that much money. They're just greedy. People want to, yeah, like, make us pay all the gold in the world, clearly. Just not good. I don't like people like that. It's kind of annoying, don't you agree? In this game, at least. I went to this layer just because, I don't know, I just like it. And also, it's nice to get fossil maps for this area, too. I feel like if we go in a different area, it could have been done faster, but I feel like going this layer, we might be closer to the exit. That was fast. Its random wet explosions also cause us to get wet items. I could go up a tier or two and continue to get more stuff. Help if we just get the gold from that chest and not a bunch of power-ups instead. In the end, it is random what you get from that. Gonna make sure we got everything. We're probably gonna want to make sure we get secrets too. Oh, close. How much more of this terrain we have to destroy before we'll get done with this? Oh, there's a chest. We've gotten so many maps too as well. We're probably gonna be filled with maps by the end of this. Well, at the very least, this shows why you never want to spend money on those maps, since you could just save time. Speaking of which, if I not spend anything on that extra rare fossil map earlier in this layer, we probably would have been done by now. Alright. Now we're at the collect amount. Let's head back. Oh, excuse me. Let's head back here. I didn't even see if we found a Vanadium gem map instead, but I feel like once we get enough stuff, we'll probably also start finding maps for those. Anyways, now that we're done with that, before I get too delayed, we're gonna save this name. I hope you guys were too annoyed by that being a little bit long, but I did say I don't like to skip out grinding, so I just figured I would do that now before the next video. And now we're gonna save this file. And we're gonna call it quits. I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and it'll be hopefully my finale of the main storyline, where we finally get to defeat Void once and for all, and to teach those jerk phantoms a lesson. They do not need to, oh, that's the word, extort us for money like that, like extort us for all this gold. I'd rather have them not do that. That'd be ideal. Maybe the game would be a bit easier. But to be fair, they give you a bunch of gold. I guess they had to install a blockade at some point. That's basically your check to make sure, oh, make sure you have this much gold. Otherwise, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.